maybe a little bit scared about what that means. But you're gonna keep eating and eating and eating.
And was the word you were using nuance? What nuance do we like to bring? Yeah. The nuance that we wanted to bring into Daredevil Born Again is the vulnerability of all of the characters, the deep humanity. What's so interesting about the show is that it's a street level story. And so the stakes are sky high, but they're personal and emotional. It's really about this conflict between these two men. And so what's interesting is the stakes are not the end of the multiverse. You know, the stakes are what's going to happen between these two people and everybody that they love and care about. And it's, you know, of course you have heroes and you have villains, but thank God for, you know, the writing on it and for the complexity that Vincent and Charlie and all the other characters bring to it. It's not quite that simple, you know? So yeah, it's what we wanted to dig for was not arch ideas of villainy and heroism, but more complicated, nuanced ideas of just like, where are people feeling pain? Where are they feeling vulnerable? And what do they do what do they do to make their vulnerability shown on screen?
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
A line was crossed.
You liked how it felt, didn't you? Dispensing justice.
Finding the beauty in the everyday, where, you know, every shot, everyone's aiming to have so much scope to it, but that the light itself looks, you know, wholly by circumstance, and trying to find, again, the beauty in the everyday, and a couple like getting like really into details. We would do fun stuff like Aaron and I, when we tend to shoot, for example, handheld. Instead of using handheld as being something that's supposed to communicate tension to you, we use it as warmth, as comfort among friends and loved ones and those types of scenes. And then for William Fisk, we would oftentimes lock down the camera that he lives in. There's this more what would you say? What's
like rigid?
Rigid,
kind of?
yeah, rigid.
Yeah.
Rigid and a you know, a machine on the train tracks of fate that is always so fun to watch Vincent do. And when you lock that camera down on Vincent, he's somehow even more imposing as that character.
There's a really fun effect that you get to see a few times in the season, and then smaller versions of it many times. But behind the scenes, we refer to it as the sensory grande.
Yeah.
And what it means is it's demonstrating, you know, through visuals, which of course Daredevil does not have that ability, his superpowered acts. So meaning it's when, you know, if you were to be hearing all of the city as a cacophony, you know, and it was very loud, but he's able to pick out one tiny little sound impossibly so far away because he's Daredevil. We have this really great camera language for that, where the aspect ratio changes and it zooms out, and then it does a dolly zoom, which is a very strange effect you've seen in Vertigo, for example, and in Lord of the Rings, that pushes into whatever he's looking at. And it's very specific. And we really feel like it backs up Matt Murdock's sensory experience in a visual way.